How about today we do it different, from a different place, cool ambience, a place where you can meditate and think, focus about your future, think about your past and see what you're supposed to do or not do as far as the future is concerned. Today is a different topic. Today is about, is it wisdom or love? What do we need in marriage or relationship? Is it wisdom? Is it love with the current world we are living? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Consider subscribing so that we may grow together, so that you can be able to know when I post a new video as we grow together in this. I wanna call it some sort of a difficult life or something of sort. Thank you. Let's see. So well, love, wisdom, or both. Which one do you think really works? Which one do you think like it's the most essential thing for the existence of a human being? For us to grow together as two different people who came from different background with different information, what do you think we need? Is it wisdom? Is it love? For my case and for my perception, the current world we are living, where everybody is empowered, where everybody is making something out of something, I think wisdom really matters in marriage. Wisdom really matters. What I mean by wisdom is that let's take a case scenario whereby um, let's say you have a wife, all right, and then wife does something, like for instance, maybe she was not on look, and maybe a kid sleeps and falls, and maybe the kid is injured, all right, and maybe you are seated on a couch, you're relaxing or watching or something of sort, and as a man you're angry and you're like, what the hell were you doing? I mean, the kid was just alone. You could have looked the kid and this could have not happened. Okay, you're now developing what we call, like, you blaming the mother of the kid, or rather your wife, and saying like, should have done something better than this. You see now what happens. You see now the kid is in danger, is injured or something of sort. And maybe if you come to this kind of a society where, I don't know whether it still happens anyway, where you fight your wife, maybe you can stand and slap her. Let's deal with that case scenario. You just lift up yourself, goes and slaps the wife, and that's it. She becomes angry. She says, I was busy, I didn't see. I mean, I wasn't aware the kid was alone or something of sort. Okay, I was aware the kid was alone, but then I didn't know that, this can happen, because no one anticipated for such occasion. And from there, things goes in hayway. All right, you start arguing or something of sort. Or the kid falls, the kid is injured, brother. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, what happened? I mean, where were you? The kid was alone. And so what do we do? Do we call a 911 if you, or do you take the kid to a hospital, or do we do first, what do we call first aid or something of sort? You focus on the problem rather than an individual. All right, that is called ad hominem. When you focus on the individual rather than the problem, and you say, this has happened because of you. If you did it better than whatever you did, this could have not happened. All right, you're blaming the individual for the occurrence of the problem. You are like, if you're better than where you are, this would have not happened. That is called ad hominem, where you keep on blaming somebody. All right, because when you focus on the problem on hand at this moment is that a kid has fallen, the kid is injured. All right, so the problem is, should we take the kid to hospital? Should we do the first aid or something of so? That's the problem you're supposed to deal with. All right, and after that you can be like, okay, you're not supposed to do that again, because if you do that, you see now what happened. Okay, when you slap your wife because of what has happened, now you're dealing with two problems. Problem number one, you have an injured kid, and problem number two, you have a very angry wife in the house. All right, so you have two problems. But rather, if you could have focused on the kid, the injured kid, you have one problem. So you have to know. It's all about wisdom. It's all about knowing what to do, when and how. All right, and what not to do. All right, because don't increase a problem. For instance, let's say maybe you, because I'm not saying wives also, I'm not saying that only wives make problems, or rather make mistakes. We also do mistakes. Let's say we, or rather she does something, like for instance, she switches from a main switch and then everything goes off, and there is a problem with that because sort of electric or what do we call burnings of something of sort. Give me a good term, come on guys. I don't have a good term for that. Mnaelewa venye ninasema. So what do? Do you focus like, okay, you don't listen, you're not doing the right thing, you're not doing the other? Or do you focus on the problem? Do you focus on the solution and say like, okay, this is not what I'm supposed to do, you're supposed to do this or the other? So let's not try to create crisis on top of crisis. Okay, the thing is, focus on the solution, focus on something that can help both of you so that you can grow each other. And that's why I say you need both. You need wisdom and you need love. Because if you have love and don't have wisdom, you'll keep on be like, okay, you solve that problem at that occasion, you do not bring her on board, you don't conversate and see what you're supposed to do in case of future. You see, sometimes I say, sometimes love is deceiving if you're not careful. Love is deceiving. When I say love is deceiving, is that when you let yourself only operate on love only, and you don't engage other, elements such as wisdom and such, you're gonna be on crisis. And that's why you find yourself in a mess up situation whereby you cannot even do anything because you just engage one aspect of life, that is love, without engaging another aspect of life, which is wisdom. So for me, or my take is that you need to have both of them, know how to use them simultaneously so that you can be able to solve such crisis. Because let's agree, nowadays we have a lot of problems. We have breakups, we have divorces, we have even people killing each other and something of sort. I don't stand here to claim that I know everything. I don't stand here to claim that I am perfect. But I know one or two that can be of help to you or to me. Let me know your mind. Let me know what you think about that thing so that we may see what next forward. Guys, let's meet on the next one. Consider subscribing. What I mean by subscribing is that there is that red button there, probably on your, bottom right. Just hit it. Just click it. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. And why you do that is because the moment I post another video, you'll be the first one to be noticed. And also turn on that notification bell. Goodbye.